Okay, so I am practicing starting to record a video a day for 10 minutes at least. And this is just going to be a practice of trusting myself and kind of just sharing maybe something that I learned throughout the day. Because I am learning that I have a lack of trust in myself when it comes to the way that I feel like I communicate with digital devices specifically. And this is going to be a practice to help me overcome that and begin to find comfort in being able to communicate from a flow state instead of I feel super awkward because I don't like talking to a screen and a dot and letting go of those expectations and those programs of feeling like it's weird and recognizing that, one, I'm not alone, that I know a lot of other people feel this way too, and two, that this is a very potentially effective way to communicate with people online. So today I learned that I have a lot of areas still where I am lacking trust and confidence in myself to be able to step into really just the person that I know I am, that I'm comfortable with when I'm alone. Kind of just learning that I still have a lot of resistance to expressing that person with others because, for one, I am kind of just wanting to sit on the sidelines a lot of times instead of stepping forward or calling in attention in a way like that just freaks me out in a lot of ways. And I know too that when I am authentically expressing myself, that people will relate with that, and that it is good to be authentically expressing yourself instead of trying to put on a persona or just a video you know, like having this different person that shows up on the camera as opposed to when you're not on the camera and when you're with your family or friends or whatever, you know. And I get it that there's a certain level of change in personality and character, especially depending on what you're communicating about. But for me, I feel like I'm still learning who I am, and I'm still learning what that energy is that I want to project out when I do start, which I apparently am now because I am now in a group where I am being held accountable and we are equally holding each other accountable. And just over the last few days, things for me have totally flipped because I'm now seeing kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel, it feels like, instead of being in this shriveling up state of not feeling like I can move forward and feeling drained and tired all the time and just kind of totally losing my focus and vision. And since getting connected with this group, I am just feeling way more motivated, way more confident, way more in alignment with being impeccable with my word. One of the 4 agreements, one that I struggle with a lot because I will just hop around from one thing to another. And I definitely live in a state of flow, but sometimes that can make it hard for making commitments to things and just even following through if I say I'm going to do something and then something happens, which I don't beat myself up necessarily. I know that there's waves of things that happen sometimes, but I'm really working on this because it is something that I recognize within myself that I want to work on more. And for one, today I got up at 5 in the morning, which I did not want to do. Sleep for me has been like my sanctuary. It's been the time that like my brain shuts down because I've had so much stuff going on during the day that like nighttime has been lights out. I don't even remember dreams half the time. I just am sleeping and it's wonderful. And I'm so grateful that I actually do get good sleep. But I ended up getting up and I've been starting to move my body again, and I'm really sore. I'm recognizing that I am pretty out of shape and I've got a lot of work to do, but I am here now taking responsible action through being conscious of my choices, conscious of my thought patterns, at least to the ability of my level of awareness right now, and recognizing that the more that I step into this place of acceptance and awareness and trust, that is going to expand and change, and I will get stronger each and every day. And to also not beat myself up if I slip back or have something happen where I didn't follow through with something, or I don't know. I am practicing accepting myself for where I am, even if I feel super awkward sometimes, even if I have no idea how to communicate on a video. I am going to be okay with it, and I am going to continue to move forward. I learned a really interesting fact yesterday about people with ADHD, how the frontal lobe actually like shuts down when you go to try to focus. And that's like been my biggest thing my whole life, is like going to try to do something and then my brain is like, blah. And that's why it's been so hard for me to do these videos, because as soon as I press that play button or record button, my brain is like, yeah, everything you ever knew in your life is totally gone and it's not coming back anytime soon. So I know that I can recover these things with practice, and the more I let go of these attachments to these beliefs, the easier it's gonna get. The more I tune into myself and call in my higher self and allow that energy to come through, the easier this is gonna get with stepping into more of a flow state, not necessarily worrying about what am I gonna talk about, and writing down notes and having all this stuff organized. That may come in time where I get organized, because I definitely have a lot of workshops and things that I want to do. And I also know that I have been my biggest enemy, holding myself back in all the ways, including finances and my business and jewelry and everything, and struggling with being able to receive. And I am tired and I am ready to step out of that and to move forward and to not care anymore what is projected out at me from my inner critic or from your inner critic, and to just let it go and to trust that I am in alignment with where I am supposed to be, even if that might not seem like the best idea of whatever I'm thinking I'm supposed to be right now. So I want to keep this under 10 minutes. This is day 1 of who knows how long I'm going to do this, but I'm going to at least try to continue to do this for at least, we're going to shoot for at least 10 days. If you made it through this long, thank you for watching, and things are probably going to get weirder from here. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.